boil some water. Maybe I'll add more water. And this is the only rosemary I could find. This little tiny bottle here is $6 Canadian plus tax. That's insane. So I'm gonna have to check the bulk stores and see if I can find some different stuff, if this works. So hopefully this works, and I'll have a Canadian systemic that I'll be able to use. Very exciting. She's gonna be thick. That's not even a quarter of it. Crazy that that much is in that little bottle. All right. Here goes nothing. I'll stir that and get a spoon first. Sure smells good. So you're supposed to be able to do root soaks with it, and you're also supposed to be able to spray it on the leaves, and it's supposed to be a bug deterrent and sucking insect you know, when they go to heaven, will send their whole families there with them, you know? Yeah. Hopefully this works. It's supposed to work as a systemic. It's SMS209, I think, is the product that's made with rosemary. But I looked up all the kind of homemade versions of it, and it's supposed to be perfectly safe for pollinators. I have no I have no intent on using it outside. This is for indoors in winter, so no chances will be taken. We'll just get this boiling, and then we'll let it simmer for a while and make a nice strong tea. Yeah. And once it cools, we'll add a little bit of it to our watering can here and there and see if it works. And I might even put some in the pump sprayer and use it as a spray as well. And we'll see what plants tolerate it and what plants don't tolerate it. Yeah. Dog finds this boring. So boring. It's boiling. I've got it turned down. We're just going to let that simmer down and make a super strong tea. You can see it's already changed color. Oh, the camera doesn't see it as bright yellow as my eyeballs see it. There you go. Yeah, turn it down just a bit more here. About 5.5. Oh, I'll be so relieved if this works. Then I'll be able to share it with the world. We can make our own at home. Yeah. Boring. Super boring. Oh, hey. I made it to 500 subscribers. Did you know that? I've got 500 subscribers on my bonsai channel. Pretty good, eh? Yeah, that's good. It's been simmering for what seems like an eternity. Totally an eternity. It's actually been maybe 15 minutes. I'm going to turn it off now. Yeah. High-tech devices here to protect my hands from the heat. That's kind of what it looks like now. So I'm just going to turn the stove off. And we'll get all the leaves back down into the water. Oopsie! I lost some. Alright. Oh, that looks just gross, doesn't it? Perfect! The plants will love it. So I'm just going to leave it on the element as it cools off. Oh, even it looks gross on there. Anyway. And once it's fully cooled off, then I'm going to start watering all my plants with this. Oh my goodness. Right? Absolutely. He agrees. A very long time later. And a whole meal and everything later. Still warm. That's dark. It's so dark. It should kill all the bugs. Oh, it smells so good. But that's what we're going to try. So I'll get that into a jar. And we'll start adding it to the water to water all the trees with. Woohoo! Woohoo! Not exciting at all. Nope. Boring. Alright, found this jar and I made sure to label it. And I think it's cool enough to put the lid on. So, gotta make sure that nobody uses this for anything else. And we'll just let that steep. So I put the leaves in the bottom. They really expanded to quite a bit. I mean, I used like a quarter of this jar only, which is pretty darn good. Looks like a lot. So yeah, I'm going to start watering the plants. We'll see what happens. I don't know what concentration's supposed to be because I can't find a huge amount of information on it, making it homemade. So we'll have to see. I'll have to experiment a little bit. Hopefully the plants don't mind. Hopefully this works. Alright, to make this equal, I found this little, if it focuses, tablespoon on one side, teaspoon on the other. So I think for this watering can, I'm going to use a teaspoon of this rosemary tea in each one, and we'll start there and see what happens. Now, these guys have mealy bugs on top of whatever else they have, and my poor kiwi is thirsty as hell. He's feigning death. Oh my goodness. And look, he's hanging on for dear life again. Poor fella. Yeah, he's got something going on. I don't know what the leaves are doing. They're getting all yucky looking, but I don't see actual bugs. But there has to be some there. Like, there's no way there can't be. So I'm going to try giving him some of this too. And so what I'll do is I will do these. I will add it to the water in conjunction with a spray. Because poor Nigel P. Palmders here. He's got the lice. He's got mealybugs in his hair. Not good. Not good at all. But my my desert rose is fully back to normal. It still has a bit of bug problems. That's why we're losing leaves. But I managed to save it. I caught it drying out too fast in time, so you can see that it's back to almost a normal shape. It's no longer squishy. Taking in water regularly. I'll have to put it maybe in a little bit of a bigger pot so it doesn't dry out so fast next year. But yeah, we're doing good there. Back there hiding are some Douglas firs that I did not stratify. Nothing in the other one yet. And then some sensitive plants are getting a second set of leaves on them now. Everything else seems to be doing okay. I gotta do something with that stone pine soon. I gotta put it in a bigger pot. I gotta water that thing like 5 times a day. And it went through 2 growth spurts here already. I might put it upstairs by the window. Yeah. All right, let's get watering. These are lilacs I started from seed from the ones I was given this past summer. Or the summer before. No, this past summer. Oh, still a little bit wet, so that's all I'll put in there. Give Nigel some here. Oh, he's still a little bit wet too. So I don't want to overdo it with him. Even the cactus will get some. All right. That's everybody down here. The littles don't need any. I don't think anything's growing down here. No, just weeds. I'll have to pick those weeds out. Everything else is okay. Let's put a tiny little bit in this front corner. That'll soak in. Hopefully this helps be slow over time, but in conjunction with other treatments, hopefully we'll get somewhere. And this is apparently supposed to be a systemic as well, that plants should draw it up. Fingers crossed. Right, Nigel? Oh, you're happy, eh, buddy? Yeah. Wascally wabbits. So I also added some of that rosemary tea to my spray bottle. This spray bottle also had some mix of tea tree oil in it with water that I was trying previously, and it said it was safe to put together, so just going around and just giving everything a light spray. I already did the bottom shelf, and I did everything upstairs. So that should give them the best absorption. And hopefully we can make it taste, all the plants taste bad for all these sucking insects. Or insects that suck. And they do suck. Alright, so I watered everything 2 days ago. And then I sprayed everything. Those are all dead. It loves being in this container. I don't know why it loves being in this container. It just loves being in this container. And I'm going through and checking all of the trees. You can see lots of bug damage on this one again. But that was there before the watering and the spraying. I don't actually see bugs on it. Unless you guys see some bugs on it. I don't know. I don't see anything. But there must be. Oh yeah, look at this leaf here. Yeah, they're still alive on there, so I'm going to try spraying again. Now it takes a while for a plant to absorb this stuff, and I want to do it in conjunction with the washing. So, oh yeah, there's some more up here. Okay. So this is scale on this one. Yeah, so I want to do it in conjunction with the regular sprays and washing. This one's looking so much healthier now. So are those guys, except I'm seeing some new damage on this one. It's hard to look at stuff in, oops. It's hard to look at stuff in here. Especially when I have fat thumbs, but when the snow is so bright outside. Oh, that leaf is completely sticky. Both sides. There's something on it. What is on it? Most likely scale. Yeah, with the snow outside, it's hard to film the stuff in front of it because it just shows up as right dark. Up here I noticed a little bit of scale. Where is it? Oh, there's some on this leaf over here. But it's all dead. I didn't find any living scale. It's my Ficus benjamina. There's more on this leaf. And I scraped some off of some of the other leaves, but it all appears to be dead. This one is so hurting, this poor thing. It's got lots of new growth on it. This Dipladenia or rock trumpet. But it just hates the soap. The soap just destroys the leaves on it. So, note to self, don't use soap, like dish soap, on the rock trumpets. Find something else to use. My Golem Jade is looking so much better already. I scrubbed it down a whole bunch of times again, but hopefully this spray will help. Desert Rose is dropping leaves, and it'll do that because when I sprayed it down last time, it got overwatered, so it'll drop leaves. Like if it goes too dry, it'll drop its leaves, and then it'll start going all soggy. But if it goes too wet, the same thing happens. You have to find a happy medium for them. They don't like being completely dry or completely wet. Everything over here doesn't seem to have any new damage on it. So I'm gonna spray again today. Even this one's hurting. It got overwatered when I was spraying before. And you can see the trunk damage here on the cutting that was in there. But it's not happy because of that soaking it got. These ones are starting to come back. My little new forest is not happy, and it's from the bugs. These ones are starting to come back though. Let's see. I've got aphids on these still, even after scrubbing and all that kind of stuff. And just because they're black doesn't mean they're dead. They'll go black for all sorts of different reasons. Let's see if I can get this to light up here. There we go. Let me try this a different way here. There we go. There, try that. But black does not mean dead with the aphids. I found that out. They'll still move around and do all sorts of things. But there's way less of them. And they're only on the new growth now. They're not on the old leaves anymore. Only the new growth and only the flower buds on the hibiscus. Yeah. So I think they said 7 to 10 days or something like that. And I can keep spraying them every day if I want to with that stuff. And the spray bottle, I had tea tree oil in it before. It's safe to mix with tea tree oil, the rosemary. So I just added it to the bottle and refilled the water. So there's both in this spray bottle just because I don't want to waste it. Yeah. So that's how it's going. So this is the 3rd day. So shake it up and get spraying. Yeah. Quick little update before the kids get home from school. So I'm trying the rosemary treatment now. Instead of using a teaspoon, I'm putting a tablespoon per watering can. So this is the 2nd time that I've watered everybody, and I've been spraying every day. You can see the difference in, I don't know what is causing this on this one. I don't actually see bugs. The new leaves look fine, and then they age out or whatever they do. Yeah, so I have to take my olive out from back there and spray it down. And then you'll still see a few white spots on here. On poor Nigel here. He doesn't look too impressed, that's for sure. And I did find some mealybugs on my Douglas firs that are popping up, so I've had to wipe them down. And I'll just go upstairs and I'll show you what's going on up there. So here we are upstairs. So I added extra, made a new mixture. So there's tea tree oil in the first mixture just because it was already in there, where there was a half a container. So there's still a little bit of tea tree oil in there, but I added more of the rosemary tea. And remember with the rosemary tea, when you're not using it, to keep it in a jar in the fridge. It needs to be refrigerated. But I'm already seeing a difference up here. So I've been, I just watered everybody again with the higher concentration. But I've been also spraying about every day, second day. And you'll see over here, if it focuses. Okay, hang on. Let me put this down here. Sort of. You can see some bugs there. And right here. Right here there's bugs. They're black. That does not mean dead. Black bugs are very alive. Let's see if I can. There we go. Sort of, maybe. Well, that's a little bitter. Maybe. I don't know. I can't tell. So that's the first outbreak I've seen in a full week. So even if it's not perfect, I don't see the outbreaks as soon as I'm done, like the next day or a couple days later. This is a full week without an outbreak. So I'm kind of really happy with that. It's helping me because I don't have to spray them every second or third day. Now this one still has the scale on it, but all the ones that I touch now are dead. Like they just break right off. You can see how big they get. Maybe. Oops. It's hard with the window behind everything. And there, sort of see how big they are. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Okay, I can clear it up there. But when you hit them, they're dead. See how it just fell off? They're dead. So this one's starting to perk up now. My desert rose. You can see some normal leaves starting up there. They're not so stressed out. But these scale just were nuts. Huh, see? Dead. So everyone I peel off is dead. So this treatment's doing something. And I can tell, like my Golem Jade here, it's way healthier looking. It's starting to grow in nice, way better now. And the same thing, this one's having a rough time. This is the Connor Jade. It's having some issues because of the soap spray. It hates the dish soap. Absolutely detests the dish soap. So you can see the new leaves are just fine. But the old leaves that I hit with dish soap, they're all gonna fall off. It just, I'm not sure why. Just detests a dish soap. What else? These guys down here, you can see all the healthy new growth now. This one's having a hard time. Some of them will have to be replanted in there, my little mini forest that I tried. But the jades are all starting to look way healthier. Like this one was almost toast, but you can see there's new growth now. This one has new growth, and you can see even the older growth is much healthier. So the rosemary doesn't seem to be doing any harm to them. Also, the rosemary is pet safe. It won't harm the animals either. So this one has had 2 waterings and 3 mistings. with the old solution, and I'm seeing a few bugs on it, but nothing like before. Absolutely nothing like before. This would have been covered already by now. My oldest olive is doing way better too. I'm getting so much new growth on it. And all the scale insects, same thing. Scale insects are all dead now. The ones that I see on there. But to see all the new growth coming out. Oh geez, come on phone. There we go. All the new growth coming out. It's really nice to see. This one was struggling and I lost my other one. The two that I bought at the same time. Ouch, ouch. Oh yeah. You can see there's like a slime showing on there. It's like the bugs do to them on the leaves. The shininess, the stickiness. But it's not sticky. Like there's no actual stickiness to it. And that's the spray. The spray's doing that. I don't know if it's the tea tree oil or if it's the rosemary that's doing that. I'll find out in a while. Same with this one. I showed all the scale insects on here. So you can see the shiny on the leaves that I'm talking about. That's a cane begonia. But the shininess on the leaves is from the spray. It's not from bugs. And this one too. You can see it coming back now. It's getting much healthier. You can still see a little bit of scale on it. Probably missed it with the spray. You can see all the little baby scales. So I'll hit that again with the spray. Yeah. What a difference. But I noticed the difference, biggest difference in the jades. Oops, sorry, I was zoomed in. But yeah, biggest difference in the jades. So, oops, I kicked the dog in the nose. I'm sorry, bud. I just watered it. It just loves this container, and it doesn't care what I spray or water it with. Just does fantastic. This one's just, its problem is thrips. Got thrips all over it, but same thing. I'm not noticing any new damage or any more crap now with this rosemary spray. So yeah, this is oh, what day is this? It's a week anyways, and I haven't had to throw anything in the tub to wash the bugs off since my last uploaded films. I'm quite happy now. So my next thing would be to look for dog flea and tick meds with imidacloprid. I can't say that word. With the systemic medication in it. And somebody I know in Southern Ontario found some Just Pet Store brand that has it as a main ingredient. It was just vet prescribed before that, so I'm quite excited. I'm going to look in the city, and the kids are home, so I have to stop filming now. I'll give you another update later. Lots of nice birch trees around here. This is like where the marsh is, so there's not much that grows here in the marsh. But these birch trees really like it. The ones back there where you see the leaves didn't all fall off, those little chunks all over them there. Woo! Trying to zoom properly. Those ones are those, oh no, the name popped out of my head. Been trying to grow them from seed for a while. We have black ones here. Oh no! Darn brain farts. I'll remember in a bit. Guess what? It's snowing again. Can you believe it? Hard to believe, eh? Yeah, birch tree heaven here. Some are yellow birch and some are paper bark birch. I think it's yellow birch, yeah, yellow birch. Oh man, it's snowing even harder now. The storm just blew in. I remember now. Ash. Ash. That's the word that blew my brain. So those are black ash trees. Oh my goodness. Pretty bad, eh, Mutt? Yeah. Now the wind's picking up. You can see that there's a storm coming over there. You can't even see the trees in the distance anymore. I better get back home. It's snowing even harder now, but I'm almost home. Crazy. Crazy. Crazy dog. Oh yeah, it's like Christmas snow falling now. This is nuts. Look how nuts this is. Pretty nuts, eh? It's cold out here too. Look at all these snowflakes. Wow. Coming out good. Yeah. Jeez. Oh yeah. So the aphids have already become a little bit resistant to the mixture. Remember, black is not dead. They do turn black for other reasons. So I think I'm gonna try upping the mixture amount. But the really good thing about this mixture is it's taken out the scale. Let's see if I can zoom in. You can see the scale just pops straight off. It's all dead. So as fast as they grew on here, they're gone. Everything's dead. So far that I've seen anyway. Oh, I almost fell over. Completely dead. No guts. They're dead. So I'm pretty happy with that. At least the scale's gone. Or going. And the other thing it had a good effect on is what are they called? The woolly aphids, the mealybugs. The mealybugs downstairs are pretty much gone too. So I'm actually quite happy with this stuff. Yeah. So I left the mealybug infestation on, on this, why won't it zoom? On this olive here, and the branches were completely covered. You can see that it's starting to, they're starting to fall off. Most of them are dead. So this is working real good on the mealybugs too. If I could get my phone to zoom properly, it'd be even better. Yeah, I'm really happy with this stuff. So I'm gonna up the, what did I do with it? I'm gonna up the amount in here. So currently I'm using now 1 tablespoon per liter-ish. I'm gonna go up a little bit in the spray. Not necessarily when I'm watering, but the spray for sure. And I'm probably not gonna water with the rosemary water this next time I water them. Probably give them a break and then water again maybe every 3rd time or so. Poor Nigel here. He's all infested. You can see that they were falling off and they're just dripping on him because they're just falling out of his hair. Yep. I'm pretty happy with it. This one here's got some sort of a different bug on it now. Little tiny white things that are scurrying all over. Yeah. That might be one there. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. I thought it was maybe, I thought it was maybe the start of thrips. I'm too shaky to get it to zoom, but yeah. But then it doesn't really look like it. They don't progress like thrips do. These guys are doing really good though. I fertilized them because I noticed they were yellow, but I think it's just because they're still too wet. And the Douglas firs are growing very nicely back there. Okay, I have tripled my dose in here, so there's pretty much 3 tablespoons. And we'll see how the plants handle that. Jeez, how did I miss that weed? Let's get that out of there. So far, it's making a huge difference with the scale insects. Like a majorly huge difference. I haven't found too many that haven't gone to heaven or the depths of hell, wherever they come from. So these are the same ones that I showed not too long ago in the other part of this video. You can see that they've more than doubled in population because I did not have time to spray them. Oops, come on phone, focus, you can do it. And you can see they're black, but they're as alive can be. So I'm going to spray them literally right now. So we'll see if the new mixture affects them as good as it affects the scale. But if anything, this will knock your scale down. So even if I have to find something else, which you saw in the video that I did, I just couldn't buy them that day. I'll be able to buy them my next trip into the city. You can see outside. Oh, I sprayed the window so you can hardly see outside, but maybe up here. It is snowing yet again. Woohoo! And it's supposed to snow again later in the week too. Welcome to spring. But these are all like the sugar snow. Make the maple syrup start running. You can see on here all the scale up there. It's all dead. I haven't found any living scale on this adenium since I started this, well, since a bit after I started this treatment. So the dead leaves are from the soap, not from this stuff. And when I did the soap treatment, you can see the leaves are starting to go back to normal at the top because there's nothing bugging it. Literally bugging it. And there's some on here too. You can, oops, hit the phone will. You can see the scale. It's all dead. There's nothing alive on there. It's just the dead shells that I haven't scraped off yet. And this is like a deterrent too. It'll keep them away. I have one cutting that's doing really well and the other one's just all limp. New growth on everything. Oh yeah. Anyways, I think that's all I'm gonna do for this video. It's already a little bit too long. So yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be safe out there and good luck with your rosemary treatments.